To this day, after over 50 years of service and 22 years since his passing, my father, Dr. Don DeBlanc's name is still remembered by colleagues and staff in and around Opelousas General Health System. As a family medicine doctor, he split his time serving patients in his full-time practice, visiting patients in the hospital, and making house calls for many years. In addition to his patients, he served several terms as St. Landry Parish coroner in the mid-60s and 70s. Those privileged to know him personally describe him as larger than life. He was a proud man with a vibrant personality and extremely loyal friend. Because of this and his impeccable skill as a physician, he was beloved by his patients and colleagues. In addition to his professional dedication, my father was quite an athlete. His enjoyment for tennis, boxing, as well as water skiing, snow skiing, and other sports, ignited his excitement for joy for life, which often found him in many competitions with friends and family. My father's legacy of service and supportive care will forever be ingrained in the history of Opelousas General and in the memory of my family. I am both proud and privileged to continue this incredible legacy of providing exceptional health care now and into the future.
If I would have to describe Dr. Don DeBlanc, one word comes out: dynamic love. Don loved life, he loved people, and he loved having fun and laughter. He's a good friend, a good physician. His patients loved him, were devoted to him, and I enjoyed working with him more than anyone else.
He was bigger than life. He was, you heard him whenever he entered the hospital, and he visited with everybody.
He always had a smile on his face. He was very confident.
His nickname was either Tiger or Dynamite, and he was Dynamite.
He grew up in New Iberia, and he was a boxer, and he said he was a real tiger in the ring. You see, that's how he got that name, you see.
Well, if you want to know what a competitor is, I'm going to tell you, Don DeBlanc's a competitor, and he didn't want to lose. He's a heck of an athlete, played some good tennis, and an unbelievable snow skier as well. There was just no one quite like Don DeBlanc.
One of my best memories in the past with my dad was going to Falls River skiing. He taught me, my brother Donnie, my sister Denise how to ski, and all of our friends. He must have taught a fourth of Opelousas how to ski on the Falls River.
We were all excited when he would come because he was so good to the nuns. When he would make rounds, he would pick at them and tease them, but anything they needed, he tried to provide for them.
He always said how he felt. People would believe that he was joking, and he wasn't. He was as honest as he can be, and that's what really kind of amazed me, was he was just down to earth. Very, very, very honest man. But when you got down to the nitty gritty, it was solid. Such a powerhouse to work with medically. A couple of things that he told me when I first came into practice. He said, in this community, don't say anything bad about anybody, because the person you might be talking to is probably related to him.
I remember how he was there. He was always, he even delivered babies at the time.
Well, no matter if it was his patient, he was coming to see that patient. I don't care what time of the day or night it was. And then, of course, he was making house calls too, so he was extremely dedicated to his patients.
When I was 10 years old, my dad decided I was old enough to go on house calls with him. Typically, they were all in the country. I'd play in the yard with all the kids. He'd go inside and they'd feed him like a king initially, but before we left, they made us pop that trunk and they filled it up with chickens, eggs, vegetables, and everything imaginable. I liked it so much, I decided to do it 30 years later, but I never got any of that stuff. I guess I wasn't the Don.
I mean, I remember him driving up to our house. Of course, he had his Cadillac, and he was dressed to the hilt, and he was always there. When we called him, he would come. It was like a house call. He would come, and he took care of my daddy till he died, and I'm so very grateful.
He was the parish coroner, always active and busy. He had a very busy practice. He seemed to, when he made rounds to see his patients, like he had all day for each one.
He loved to have fun. He loved his patients, and they loved him very much, all of them.
His patients loved him, and he was just a physician's physician.
He was a man that was a good physician first off. Intelligent, he made sure that his patients got the best of care.
He took his time with his patients.
He brought to this community a positive view of the physician, what a physician really should be.
There's just nobody like dynamite, like Don DeBlanc. Frank Sinatra probably said it best. Don DeBlanc did it his way.
Yeah.
And it was good.
That's Don DeBlanc.